So we will see now why we need cloud computing. The standardization is we will have to achieve more uniformity, reduce the moving parts and eliminate the old absolute equipments, and we have to make sure that we are more efficient. So basically what we called it as a less capital expenditure. So whenever you have a cloud computing, you will be not cloud infrastructure, you will not have much capital expenditure. I always take example of cloud computing in this way. So let's say, let's make it more practical now. Let's say Yatin just joined. So Yatin have to start up a company called as soup.com. This is my favorite example, which I would like to discuss with you. So, whenever you want to create any company, any website, any web solution or enterprise mobile solution or any application, you say, you have to have some certain servers or you have to have certain application built. So let's say Yatin came and Yatin said that Abul Bayan, I would like to, have 5 servers for my soup.com, and I say that I need this first server will be for website. So website server, uh, web server, okay, and then in this web server, I need 64 GB of compute resources for RAM, and then I would like to put Linux operating system for this. So OS. So I take this one. And then second server, he says that I need the second server will be for payment gateway. Again, this is 64 GB RAM. Sorry, guys, GB RAM payment gateway. 64 GB RAM. And then you have one more server, which is your, let's say, backup. So this is one of the infrastructure which we will be making it now. 64. Let's say this backup storage server is also 64 GB, and this is on Windows operating system, Windows OS. And then you say I need one backup. Let's say this one he wanted it's 32 GB, and this is also Windows. And then you last one you say that I need one for management purpose. So where your Active Directory, your domain, your everything will come here. So to manage your company, and this is Windows. So if this is the infrastructure which he require, he comes to you, and there is a guy called Basioni. Basioni say no problem, I can fulfill your requirement. So you have 3 options. Option number one is traditional. Guys, please try to understand this option, which is very very important now. So he present the option as traditional. Basiomi say I will provide you something called as traditional, and guys, let me just increase the font now to 18. And what Basiomi says, you have to buy this server, which will take for POC. You have to go and contact multiple brand like Fujitsu, Dell, etc. Do POC, and then you have to get this server, properly in place. You need to have a rack. You need to have a network switch. You need to have raised flooring, and you need to have UPS generator, UPS generator, security camera, network engineer, server engineer, etc. to build this whole solution. And most importantly, you need to have what, guys? Data center, which is again a big, huge cost of investment. So then Yatin say, no, I don't want to build something to build soup.com. I don't want to go for any traditional solution like that. What is the next best option I have? Then Basumi say no problem. We will provide you something which is called as private cloud, which is virtualization. In this, what happened is, guys, try to understand this virtualization concept. In virtualization, what happened is you have to buy all this server. You have to buy all this server, but the thing is, in one server you can run multiple operating system, but you have to buy, do POC. Instead of five hardware server, you have to buy how many server? One server. You have to buy small racks, small network. You don't need much network. Like if it is a small data center, you can manage with one small switch. Again, race flooring is not, five times reduced based on the server, how many operating systems you are running in one hardware. So guys, the point to say is, whenever you have virtualization, if you see, this is your one minute. So in virtualization, what happened is you can run this multiple server in one hardware. So instead of having one separate server, you can have one hardware. And how many GB of RAM you require for this server, this one hardware, guys? 64 plus 64 plus 64 plus 64. How much? Which is equals to 256 GB. So if you buy 256 GB of a hardware and you run all this five server in one hardware, then you can do virtualized infrastructure. Guys, are you interested to see the virtualization? Okay, I deleted that VMware software, but let me check. I will show you if I am lucky today. Okay. See guys, I have a virtual machine, virtual VMware, VMware workstation. I'm running multiple operating system in single hardware. See if I run here, so I'm starting now Windows 7. Open. Okay, so I'm opening. This is Windows 7. So I'm restoring the Windows 7 in my, see, this is Abul Bayan, one laptop, one hardware, single hardware, and in my hardware I'm running multiple operating system. You see, I will start one more operating system, which is Ubuntu. So this is Windows 7. So in same hardware I will start one more operating system. This is Ubuntu. So basically the point is, in one hardware you can run multiple operating system. So guys, my question to you is, will you be able to save money if you do like that? Yes or no? Is virtualization better than traditional? Yes or no? My question to you is, whenever you have traditional, you have to buy everything and you have to keep it. But when you go to virtualization, you can run multiple operating system in single hardware. Okay, so when you run multiple hardwares in single hardware, then you will save lots of cost. You will be able to save your money. And the most beautiful thing is, you can do a centralized management. So I can control it in from one window. All the operating system I can control from one window. So in terms of cost, this is more cheaper compared to the traditional. This is more easier, and nowadays things have completely moved to virtualized. So you can say, even in one way, this is your private cloud. Now the last option which Basiomi say to you is, I will give you one option where you don't have to invest anything, and that option is cloud, where there is zero cost, no initial investment, no data center required. You can start it immediately, and you can basically pay them as you go, pay as you go model. Guys, this is your cloud. And the thing is, you have so many services which is running. You will see today, I will show you more than thousands of services in the cloud. So guys, this is something we are here. So you have less capital expenditure. You don't have to invest on any operational cost. That will be taken care by your AWS, Azure, and your Google, or even Etisalat cloud, if you are buying from Etisalat private public cloud solution. So you don't have to bother about your maintenance. You are just paying for what you are using it. So the reason why you need cloud computing, now you understood, is you have less capital expenditure, less operational cost, less maintenance, and you're just paying for what you used. So you have to reduce your capital expenditure by reducing the moving parts, eliminates the obsolete and old devices, which is making things more complicated. And also you have to have more efficiency over the devices, and also the system should be more efficient. And then you have to simplify your thing by fewer hardware and software. You have to shrink the risk. You have to reduce the point of layers of management by having a less operational cost. And then very important part is automation. So that will boost your productivity, reduce manual interaction, cut maintenance cost and activities, which is again, we say it is having a less maintenance if you go for a cloud. And finally, this is my favorite. So you're paying for what exactly you are using. You're not just, you're not paying for the whole resources, the big investment of the devices. You're just going for a services which you want, and you are only paying for those services which you're exactly using. So it is called as IT as a service.